I'm about to do your Pisces tarot reading for November 2021, and in this Pisces love reading, we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Pisces, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Pisces love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Pisces tarot reading for you. Now let's get on with this Pisces love reading today, because today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. So whoever it is that you are romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or just romantically energetically connected to in some way, we're going to take a good hard look at what's going on between the two of you here in the month of November 2021. And I'm going to do that by getting one card for the mutual point of interest between the two of you in November 2021. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Pisces, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify all of it with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now, I do want to say that this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. And if a personal reading with me is something you're interested in, you can find the information about my readings in the description down below this video. But this is a general reading, which means I am tapping into the collective energy of the group of Pisces people that I am responsible for getting messages for. And that means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every Pisces on the entire planet all at the same time, because not every Pisces on the planet is going through the exact same thing at the same time. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers, which means if you're not a Pisces and you're just watching this Pisces love reading because you're interested in a Pisces and you want to know what's going on between the two of you, I'm totally cool with that. But just keep in mind that especially for cross watchers, energies are very prone to get flipped around backwards, which means that even though Pisces is supposed to be on this side and their romantic person of interest is supposed to be on this side, entirely possible some of that gets flipped around backwards. So if it seems backwards to you, it's resonating backwards, then take it that way. Take it however it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably should watch the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos, as well as the info on my personal readings, info on the tarot decks that I'm using in this reading, the crystals you see all around me, my t-shirts, coffee mugs, all that fun stuff is all mentioned in the description right under this video. Now, enough yakking. Let's get on with this Pisces love reading today, and let's start by getting one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Pisces and their romantic person of interest in November 2021, please. Make sure nothing else flipped over there, okay? Now let's get 3 cards for you, Pisces. What's going on with Pisces as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them here in November 2021? Let's get 3 cards. What's going on with Pisces? Oh, we're taking an extra one here. No problem. Let's get 3 cards for your person, Pisces. What's going on with Pisces' romantic person of interest as it relates to Pisces and the connection between the two of them here in November 2021, please? Let's get one more. Ooh, that one seemed like it wanted to come out but didn't. Let's get one more for Pisces person, please. What's going on with Pisces person? Thank you. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 2 of Swords. This is Libra energy. 2s are about decisions or choices in tarot. The 2 of Swords is a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made, either because there's not enough information available to make the decision, or because there's something one or both of you can't see, hence that blindfold, Or maybe there's something one or both of you doesn't want to see. You don't want to look at it. You've kind of got the blinders on and you're being like in a refusing to take the blinders off kind of a mentality here. You can see in the picture here, the lady is holding a sword in each hand and she's blindfolded. She could easily lay one of those swords down, take the blindfold off and pick the sword back up, but she's not doing that. She's choosing not to do that. So this is some decision needing to be made in this connection, and it's not being made. Right under that, we have the Nine of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is fears, worries, anxieties, thinking about something over and over again with all this fear, worry, and anxiety behind the thinking, and doing that to the point that it's actually starting to stress you out. This can be a card of mental anguish, like worrying about something very intensely, possibly worrying about some decision that needs made that hasn't been made. And right under that, we have the Knight of Coins. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Knights are action takers, but this one's not very quick. This is a very slow forward moving energy. This is like methodical energy, like one foot in front of the other, not being in a hurry, not being in a big rush. A lot of times for me, this can represent an energy where you're wanting something to move much quicker than it actually is. This can be an energy that feels like progress isn't even happening, even though it is, it's just happening really slow. But usually this is an energy where you're wanting something to go much quicker and it's going at this damn slow pace. Like in that story, The Tortoise and the Hare, this ain't the hare, this is the tortoise. So we got some kind of decision that's not being made, a lot of worrying and stressing out going on about something moving slower than you feel like it should be, or maybe your person stressing out about something moving slower here. That's the overall energy of the reading. We'll come back to that several times as we go through this reading. But this mutual point of interest, this is shared energy between the two of you. So it's an energy that's affecting you, Pisces. It's also affecting your person. And for November 2021, Pisces, the mutual point of interest between the two of you is death. This is Scorpio energy. This is a massive transformation taking place. A lot of times this can represent an ending to something. It can represent something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. Some big transformation taking place. So if you think about when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, it's not having a party in there. It's not fun and games for the caterpillar. It's actually dying. It's dissolving and it's transforming entirely into something different, to the point that when it comes out of the cocoon, it's not even a caterpillar anymore. Instead, it's a beautiful butterfly. So this can represent a massive transformation taking place in the connection, or a massive transformation taking place that is affecting you and your person. Something possibly coming to an end here. So tell me more about this death card for the mutual point of interest. Why is death here as the mutual point of interest between Pisces and their romantic person of interest? Whoa, hey. About had an explosion there. Okay. Good. And as soon as I say that, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually a heavy, toxic energy. And let me just pause here before I get a Capricorn cross-watcher flaming me in the comments for calling Capricorn people toxic. Not what I'm saying at all. I'm actually engaged to a beautiful Capricorn woman. We're going to get married, so I have absolutely nothing against Capricorn people. I didn't create the tarot deck. I didn't personally assign Capricorn to the Devil card. Not my doings. I'm just calling it like it is. So, not flaming Capricorns. I'm not saying Capricorns are toxic in any way. I'm just saying that this is the Devil card and it represents Capricorn energy, and it also represents some heavy toxic energy. This can be an energy of obsession. This can be an energy of addiction, an energy of feeling trapped by something like you can't escape it. This can even be an element of your shadow, Pisces, or an element of your person's shadow. In other words, something about yourselves that you don't necessarily like, that you don't want each other to see or other people to see. Hell, you may not even want to see it yourself. That could be why we have blinders on about some decision needing to be made that's not being made here. This can be a spot where there's something you don't want about yourselves and you're kind of pushing it down into the shadows of yourself. You're repressing it and trying to pretend like it's not there. If that is the case, this will definitely create a situation that controls an aspect of your life or an aspect of your person's life or an aspect of this connection here. This can even represent some toxicity in your environments, like a toxic person around you, a toxic person around your person of interest. This can represent a lot of different things, usually none of them very good, although it can represent a very strong sexual attraction between the two of you. It can represent that the strength of this connection, like the pull that you feel towards each other, has got so much gravity to it that you feel like you can't escape it. Right under that Devil card, we have another major arcana. So I'm clarifying a major arcana as the mutual energy between the two of you. I've got two major arcanas in a row here. So this is very powerful, very heavy duty type energy here. We have free will, all of us do, and we have a lot more ability to exercise our free will over these minor arcana energies, and a lot less ability to do anything about these major arcana energies. These are things that kind of just get forced upon us, and this Hermit energy is Virgo energy. This is an energy of withdrawal, isolation. It's about something happening that forces one or both of you to go internal, to like do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. You can see that he's holding a lantern here, and this is about shining your inner light down into the shadows of yourself. Again, I just talked about this can be an element of one of your shadows here, your shadow, their shadow, possibly both. This is about having the courage to go into the shadows, to go into the darkness where you can't really see, and shine this light around to find out what's going on inside there, what's causing this transformation, what's causing this decision here that isn't being made, all this worry and anxiety. It's taking a look at that stuff internally and trying to figure out how to move forward. Now, this is not an energy that we choose to go into. This isn't a choice. Something happens that forces us into Hermit mode here. You just can't make this up. Right under the Hermit is that Two of Swords. Again, this is the overall energy of the reading. Libra energy of a decision needing to be made that's not being made, either because there's not enough information, that could be what you're looking for in the shadows, or because there's something you can't see, hence that blindfold, could be again what you're looking for internally, or because there's something that one or both of you doesn't want to see. You're refusing to look at it, and that's preventing the decision from being made. Either way, we've got this Eight of Wands energy under that, which is Sagittarius energy. This can be like rapid back and forth passionate communication. This is actually the second fastest energy in the deck. This can be rapid forward movement, rapid forward progress on something, which I'm not really feeling because we've got this Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck here. This can represent travel. This can even represent a whole lot of energy coming at you guys all at one time, like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose. That will literally knock you on your ass and halfway across the street. So this seems like you got a lot of energy coming at you here. Damn. Right under that Eight of Wands, we have the Tower. This is usually a scary card for most people. This is when something abruptly shifts. This is when something comes crumbling down, like some foundation rocking event. This is usually a game-changing event here. Now, it's not always a bad thing. In fact, most of the time it's not a bad thing, even though it's hard to see it at the moment, because when a tower happens, most people are like, why is this happening to me? And in reality, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. This is card 16 of the major arcana. In numerology, you would take the 16 and add the 1 and the 6 together, and that gets you 7. 7 is the number of the divine. So this is the divine stepping in to remove a structure that you've created in your life that's no longer serving you, that's not to your benefit. It's probably something that you're not really supposed to be in, something that's not really meant for you. This is the universe stepping in to remove that. So even though at times that it's happening, the Tower seems like something incredibly bad and devastating, it's really not happening to you, it's happening for you. So this is something coming apart. Now, it's not a physical structure like a building like you see on the card. It doesn't mean your garage explodes all over your backyard. This is more of a metaphor for an internal structure, like a belief system or a mental model of the world that you're operating from. In other words, like you believe something is one way and you're operating under that belief that it's that way, and then something happens to change all of that, and that belief, that mental model you're operating from, comes apart right in front of your eyes, and nothing is the same after that. That is usually what puts you in hermit mode. It's almost always a tower happening that puts you into hermit mode, doing soul searching, and now there's some decision that needs to be made, and there's a lot coming at you here, a lot of possibly heavy toxic energy going on here. No matter what, it is a difficult situation. We've got strength next. This is the Leo Major Arcana card. This card always tells me that there's some difficult situation that you guys are going through right now. Some painful transformation is taking place here. This is a card about tapping into your internal strength, digging down deep into your internal strength in order to be able to make it through this difficult situation. This is also about like digging down and tapping into your inner courage to face your fears. Again, I've got this Two of Swords as the overall energy, possibly not wanting to look at something, maybe being afraid to look at it. That's another meaning of this Nine of Swords. It's such a mentally and psychologically painful situation that you're finding yourself in that you may not even want to look at it, but you're thinking about it so much that it's stressing you out. This could be you having the strength to make it through that, to make it through this painful transformation, having the courage to face your fears. Again, I said with the devil, this is a lot of times an element of someone's shadow where they don't want to look at it themselves. They're afraid to deal with it and process it. And this is about having the courage to face those fears and go into the shadow and take a look at it anyway, so you can figure out how to move forward from here. This can also be an energy of trying to tame this beast inside yourself, whether that beast is some toxic element of yourself or your person trying to tame this beast inside themselves because they have a toxic element here, which is possible. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but the very first card in your person's energy here for November 2021 is the Devil. So it's possible that your person has some toxicity around them, and this could be them having the courage to face their fears and go deal with that. Or trying to tame that beast inside themselves, trying to rein themselves in, trying to hold themselves back, trying not to let their emotions or an element of their shadow get the best of them and cause them to make some kind of a mistake here. Now, to clarify this Scorpio energy of death for the mutual point of interest, we got the Ten of Pentacles, Judgment, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. So while that story on the bottom of the deck paints a pretty rough looking picture here, these cards clarifying death tell me something a little different. This Ten of Pentacles is most people's goal in the physical 3D reality. This is Virgo energy. This is maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. This can be like the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and resources in order to build something very stable, abundant, and prosperous. This is like the happy home life card, the happy family card. Most people's goal in the physical reality. So we could have some sort of a massive transformation going on with that. This could be a case where you guys live together or combine together into a single family, and now there's some toxic energy about that's causing some sort of a painful transformation to that stability of the connection here. Could be some decision needing to be made about that that's not being made, and a lot of fears, worries, anxiety, and stress about that. The next card we have to clarify death is Judgment. This is fire sign energy, another major arcana card. So out of the 4 clarifiers, I got 2 major arcana cards. The first 2 clarifiers on the bottom of the deck are major arcana cards. Again, a lot of powerful energy here. This has got 2 meanings. This is either a final decision being made. We see this indecisive energy where one needs made and it's not being made. This could be that decision getting made. This can be like you passing your own final verdict and judgment on this situation, on this connection, or your person passing their own final verdict and judgment on this situation or this connection. This can even be an energy of reconciliation. You can see the angel is playing on the horn and raising the dead. This is about resurrection. It's about calling something back from the grave, bringing it back to life, and transforming it in a way that it's not going to be the same again. Again, we're clarifying death, something dying. It's possible that we're resurrecting something here. Or it's possible that we're making some sort of a final decision and calling this dead and over with. I don't really see that though. I really don't see that, because the next card we have is the Lovers, Gemini energy. This is a very powerful love connection between the two of you. Again, I've got the Devil on the bottom of the deck. This can be such a very powerful connection that it's got so much gravity to it that you feel like you can't escape it. A lot of times this can represent soulmate type energy, because we have divine feminine, divine masculine energy here, divine counterparts. This card usually represents two people who are supposed to be together. In the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, the Devil actually has two people chained to the podium the Devil sits on, and those are the same two people from the Lovers card. So this can represent a soul contract. This can represent such a powerful connection that neither one of you feels like you can escape it. That could be what's going on. We could have had some kind of a death in the connection, some sort of a transformation to this happy, stable, abundant, prosperous home life where you're combined together, and then something happened to where you're not, and now we're making a judgment on that. We're trying to resurrect this connection, trying to get it back to this lover state. Now, the final card to clarify death is the Knight of Cups. Again, Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. It can be romantic gestures, romantic offers, trying to move forward in some love connection here, taking some sort of actions toward love and emotions. Now, again, as with the overall energy, with this mutual energy that's affecting both of you, we are going to come back to this several times as we progress through this reading, and it will usually become much more clear exactly what this is saying to us. But in terms of your energy in this connection for November 2021, Pisces, you got the Sun, you got the King of Cups, and then for your last card, we actually got two jump out at the same time, the Ten of Cups and Judgment. This Sun card is Leo energy, major arcana Leo energy. This is the happiest card in the tarot deck. This represents happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. It's really hard to get a better card than the Sun in a love reading. Maybe the Lovers might be a better card. Either way, you've got both of them here. So this is looking really good. Now, another meaning to the Sun can also be illumination, as in if something's hidden in the dark, or there's something maybe that you can't see or don't really want to look at it, something's hidden in the shadows and you're shining light in there trying to figure out what's going on and why this decision isn't being made. This could be the light that shines in there and illuminates everything for you so you can see what's going on. Again, this can also represent a connection that has so much gravity to it here that you feel like you can't escape it. If you look at our solar system, the Sun is in the center of it, and all the planets are stuck in orbit around the Sun because it has so much gravity, the planets can't escape it. So it can be any of those things. This can even be saying that you view your person as a source of happiness in your life, like the sunshine that lights up your life. Tell me more about the Sun for Pisces, please. Why is the Sun here for Pisces? Okay, that one was first. On the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is most people's goal when it comes to love and emotions and relationships. We've already seen most people's goal in the physical reality with this Ten of Pentacles here. This is most people's goal in love and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale ending card, the happy fairy tale love connection that we all want. This very powerful love connection where two people who are happy, again, we're clarifying the Sun, who are happy in and of themselves, who have love for themselves, come together into a happy union where Everyone is loved and appreciated. Again, happy fairy tale ending, most people's goal here. It looks like we're having some rapid, decisive action toward this happy fairy tale ending here. This Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward, speaking the truth about something, or rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action about something, trying to move something forward here. It looks like that's what's going on. It looks like you possibly have made up your mind here that this person brings you a lot of happiness. You can see having this 10 of Cups with them. And either you're speaking the truth to them about that, or you're taking some sort of decisive action about that. Again, the overall energy is very indecisive, with a lot of fear, worry, and anxiety and stress behind that, because it's possibly not moving forward quickly enough. I'll be damned. The card right under that is the Fool, and the card I'm getting ready to show you next is also the Fool. So this is looking like you're taking the leap of faith on something here, even though it's not moving as quickly as you want it to be, even though you might be a little stressed out about something here, possibly stressed out about some transformation that you guys are going through that's maybe affecting the connection or the stability here. It doesn't seem to be affecting your happiness or the way that you're viewing your person in this connection. This Fool card is card 0 of the Major Arcana. It's the very first card of the Major Arcana, the very first card of the tarot deck. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. This is a new beginning in something. This is about taking that blind leap of faith. It's about you not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning all the way to the end before you take the first step. It's about you not needing to know exactly what the final outcome is going to be before you take the first step. This is about just having the blind faith to say, screw it, I'm going for it, and leap off the cliff and worrying about how to grow wings on the way down. This is a thing where, like, I'm just going to do it and I'll figure it out as I move along. But this represents a beginning to something. Looks like what it represents a beginning to is this 9 of Cups. This is more Pisces energy here. This is a card of wish fulfillment. This is about you taking the leap of faith, going after your wish fulfillment. It seems like this person could be your wish fulfillment. They seem to be a source of happiness for you. This seems to be a very powerful love connection that you're wanting to move forward in, needing some decision made. This could be a case where you guys are debating about moving in together, and that would be a game changer. That would be a big transformation in this connection. It could be that. I mean, we've got the 10 of Pentacles as the first card, but it looks like you're viewing your person as possible wish fulfillment for you. Now, to clarify this Sun card, this happiest card in the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. This 8 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. This is the card of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something, or at the very least, being willing to put in the work, time, effort, and energy on something in order to get your happiness and in order to get this 10 of Cups connection. I see you taking decisive action, or at the minimum, speaking the truth on something and just going for it here. Looks like you're putting in work on this connection. The next card to clarify the Sun is the 6 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is a card of balance. It's generosity. It's reciprocity. Like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You take care of me, I'll take care of you. This is a card of a balanced connection with equal give and take. And the final card to clarify the Sun is the 4 of Swords. Libra energy. I got Libra energy as the overall energy of the reading here. This is taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, and choosing to go internal to do some healing or to do some thinking about something, trying to figure out how to move forward from here. After some sort of a pause or a break, it's possible we had a pause in this connection, that we had some death in the connection, some transformation taking place. We saw, the Tower. It could be we had some sort of a pause, or we're currently in a pause in this connection. We might be broken up right now, and the decision that needs to be made that both of you are stressing about is whether or not we're going to get back together here. It looks like you view them as happiness, as the Ten of Cups, like you're probably wanting to resurrect this if that's the case. See this as a powerful connection that you want to move forward with, willing to put the work in on trying to balance it out after this break. Or you just trying to figure out how to balance it out because we're paused for some reason. You could be taking a pause to think about that. The next card in your energy here for November 2021, Pisces, is the King of Cups. This is Pisces energy. Sometimes this can represent Scorpio energy. I do have a Scorpio card for the mutual energy. You could be dealing with the Scorpio. I've seen Gemini. I've seen a couple Virgo cards. I've seen a couple Leo cards. I've got a few Pisces cards out here. You could be dealing with any of those signs. This is a general reading though, so you could literally be dealing with any sign. It's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with because I'm not tapping into your energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the Pisces people I read for. So I'm just going to call out all the signs that prominently stick out to me, that way in case they have any meaning or relevance to you. But this King of Cups is usually Pisces energy for me. This is a decision-making energy. This is someone who is very intuitive, very in touch with their emotions, is emotionally balanced and stable. It's someone who, when they make decisions, they consult their intuition, they consult their emotions. They just don't let that stuff cloud their judgment. This is someone who, no matter how rough and choppy the waters get around them, they're able to maintain their calm, maintain their composure, and not let their emotions run away with them. This also tells me that you have a lot of love and emotions for your person, and you may not necessarily be outwardly expressing that, because the King of Cups, it could also be this is how you view your person and how they're showing up affecting your energy. But the King of Cups is not someone who wears his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't always publicly broadcast how he's feeling about something. So this could be a thing where you have all this love and emotions for them, and you haven't actually outwardly expressed that yet. Or vice versa. They may have all the love and emotions for you and haven't outwardly expressed it yet. But some decision definitely going on here, and it looks like you are consulting your intuition and consulting your emotions in this. Tell me more about the King of Cups for Pisces, please. Why is the King of Cups here for Pisces? On the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. That is the card right below this Two of Swords in the overall energy of the reading. Fears, worries, anxieties, thinking about something with all the fear, worry, and anxiety behind the thinking, and doing that over and over and over again so much that it's actually stressing you out. This could be a situation that is like mental anguish for you, and you don't even want to look at it. It feels so bad. Yeah, I've got the Devil right under that. Obsession, addiction, a feeling of being trapped by something, a feeling like you don't want to look at something, so you're pushing it down into the shadows. I've got two cards in a row, and the overall energy, and that same Nine of Swords here. So I've got four cards here about possibly not wanting to look at something here, not wanting to see it. Possibly because it's painful, possibly because it's toxic. Yeah, there's the Hermit again, that same story, like being forced to go inside yourself and look at it anyway. Trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Looking like you're staying emotionally balanced and stable in the process of doing that, trying to make a decision that seems like it's a very hard one, very stressful one to make. To clarify the King of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, the Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. This Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. Again, cups are about love and emotions, so this is news and messages and communications about love and emotions. This could be an apology. This can be the expressing of feelings and emotions. This can be making a romantic offer to your person, or just communicating about that. So we're going from an energy of someone who's balanced and stable emotionally and doesn't necessarily publicly broadcast their feelings, to now broadcasting their feelings. So that could be what you're worried about. You could be worried and stressing out about broadcasting your feelings to this person and whether or not you should do that. That could be the thing that you're trying to figure out here. But it's obvious that you have a lot of love and emotions for them. You're viewing this as the lovers type of a connection, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. I mean, we have a lot of cups out here. We have a lot of pentacles out here for stability. Just also too many swords for my taste. Too many thoughts, too much being stuck in your head. The next card to clarify the King of Cups is the Emperor. This is Aries energy. This is a master manifester energy here. This is someone who has all the tools and resources to put together a plan to get what they want and then to execute that plan to get what they want. This is about taking charge of a situation, taking control of a situation, and just going out and getting what you want, which might require either an apology or some communications about feelings, expressing of feelings. Might require that here. Now, this can also represent all four kings rolled into one person. This is sacred masculine energy. Either this is an element of your energy, Pisces, and you're in this state of like, I'm just going after what I want, I'm taking charge here, I'm going to do it. Or this could be how you're viewing your person. This could be your person's energy showing up in yours. The next card to clarify the King of Cups is the Five of Pentacles. I've noticed something about the Pentacles here. We started with the 10, and then we went back a couple of steps to the 8, and then we went back a couple of more steps to the 6, and now the next Pentacle I'm seeing is going back a step again to the 5. Fives represent conflict. This is Taurus energy. This is a card of abandonment. This is about being abandoned, about being cast aside, about being left out in the cold, possibly a feeling of maybe feeling like you're not good enough for some reason. This is usually a breakup card for me. I do see death out here. I did see a tower. I do see this card that can signify resurrection, bringing something back to life. It's possible that we had a breakup between the two of you. And you're willing to put the work in on balancing this back out. There's been a pause in this connection. You're staying emotionally stable. You want to express either an apology or your feelings to this person, trying to take control of this abandonment, trying to take control of this breakup. And then we've got the Eight of Swords, more Gemini energy. We've seen this Nine of Swords twice, which is also Gemini energy. This is a little bit toned down version of this card. This is thinking about something and being stuck in your head about it, thinking about it over and over and over again on this repeating loop in your mind, and not being sure exactly what the safe step to take is. Again, notice the blindfold on this person. We've seen this Two of Swords a couple of times. There's a blindfold there. It's like you can't see what to do. At times it feels like you don't want to see something, and at other times it feels like you just can't see something. But this is thinking about it, not being sure what to do about it, and feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of it. Again, fits right in line with that devil energy that we saw of feeling trapped in a situation. Possibly due to a breakup. That could be the ending here. That could be this massive transformation taking place. We could be transforming a breakup, trying to decide and being stressed out about what to do on that, because it's not moving fast enough for your taste. Could be that. The final card for your energy here in November 2021, Pisces, we actually got two. We got the Ten of Cups again and Judgment again. We saw the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck when I clarified your first card. We already saw Judgment here in the mutual energy between the two of you for November. This Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. This is the happy fairy tale love connection, the happy fairy tale ending. This is two people who are emotionally happy and full of love in and of themselves, coming together into union to make a very happy connection, a loving family where everyone's loved and appreciated. And then we have Judgment. Again, fire energy. This is an energy of a final decision being made, passing your own final verdict and judgment on something. Or this is an energy of resurrection and reconciliation, like bringing something back from the grave, bringing it back to life and transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. I feel like that's what's happening, at least on your end. It's like you are wanting a decision made about this connection and possibly trying to resurrect it and get back to this 10 of Cups that you feel like you have with this person. You have a lot of love for them. They bring you happiness. It's like you're expressing feelings to them about this and trying to take control of the situation, trying to take control of this breakup that happened and being stuck in your head about that. Tell me more about this 10 of Cups and Judgment for Pisces, please. Why is 10 of Cups and Judgment here for Pisces in November 2021, please? Let's get 2 more on this 10 of Cups. Okay. There's apparently more than 2 more in there. I don't know which of these came first here. Okay. Whew. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents all 4 queens rolled up into one person. The Empress rules over the planet Venus. Venus rules over the signs of Libra and Taurus. I've seen Libra out here a few times. I've seen Taurus out here a few times. She is perpetually pregnant, so she represents the birth of something new here. In this case, if we're trying to get a decision about resurrecting this connection here and bringing it back to life after there's been a breakup, after the connection has died, she could represent rebirthing the connection, starting over at the beginning and rebirthing it. Now, we do also have the Emperor out here in your energy, sacred masculine, sacred feminine energy. If, like, let's say the King and Queen of Cups would be counterparts, like a power couple, 2 people who are probably supposed to be together, this would be a power couple on steroids, at least in terms of how you're viewing it, because we have all 4 kings and all 4 queens rolled up here in this picture. So that's looking pretty good. Under that Empress, though, there's that 9 of Swords again. Fear, worry, anxiety, thinking about it so much that it's stressing you out, possibly afraid to look at it. This is a card of mental anguish here about a decision in this love connection, being stressed out about trying to rebirth this. There's the Devil again. Very powerful attraction between the 2 of you, feeling like you can't escape something, but I can't shake that feeling that there's something you just aren't looking at, possibly don't want to look at it. Possibly something toxic is involved in this connection here. There's the Hermit again, being encouraged to go inside yourself and take a look at the stuff that's hidden in the dark here. All that stuff that you're worried and fearful about. Quit being afraid of it and pretending like it's not there, and go inside yourself and take a look at that, because that's how you figure out how to move forward here. Now, to clarify the 10 of Cups and Judgment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I normally get 3 cards. I got 6 this time. So this has got something big going on here. To clarify that, we have the 5 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Man, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. I'll get to that in a minute. This 5 of Wands is Leo energy. 5s again are conflict. We already saw a conflict here with this 5 of Pentacles. Now we've got another one here with the 5 of Wands. Wands are about passion and desire. So this is a conflict in your desires, an internal conflict that you're having, where a piece of you wants one thing and another piece of you wants pretty much the opposite thing, and you're playing this internal battle of tug of war with yourself, pulling yourself in multiple different directions at the same time, probably not being sure what to do here about something. I'm wondering if this is talking about, like, at times a piece of you wants to express your emotions to this person and take control of this situation and try and resurrect it, and then at other times you're still stuck in your head grinding about the ending that took place, about the breakup, about the death of the connection, or something transformed in the stability of your home life, your family life, some decision that was made. It's possible that you have an internal conflict about that. It's also possible that this represents the birth of something new, and that there was a breakup between the two of you, and possibly your person made some sort of love offer or actions toward love and emotion somewhere else in spite of the connection, because the way these cards are laid out, you can see the knight is moving away from the lovers. That could be the transformation. That could be why we saw the tower on the bottom of the deck when I clarified that mutual energy. You could be internally conflicted about what it is you actually desire out of this situation. I don't know with 100% certainty now if this judgment card is you wanting to resurrect this connection, or if you are calling this, making a decision on it, passing your own final verdict and judgment on this connection. You might be going back and forth between those two things. The next card in your energy to clarify this Ten of Cups in Judgment is the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. We've seen Capricorn energy with the Devil several times. I've got some more Capricorn getting ready to show you here in a second, but this is Capricorn energy. This usually represents a person or an element of your personality, of your energy, or someone that's in your environment here. This is Capricorn energy. It's usually grounded, stable, abundant, prosperous energy, nurturing energy, like a mothering type of an energy. This is who would actually manage the assets and resources of this Ten of Pentacles that we all want. This is who the Ten of Pentacles gets built around. So this could be you. It could be saying you're stable and abundant and prosperous here, and you're trying to take care of yourself because you're internally conflicted about something. This could actually represent someone who's not you, because you are a water sign. I would expect to see you showing up as the King or the Queen of Cups, not necessarily the Queen of Pentacles, although this could be a piece of your energy and it could still be you. But we do have a Tower next. Again, massive foundation rocking event, something coming apart, something dramatically changing very abruptly, something coming crumbling down all around you, a game changer. But again, this isn't something happening to you. It's the universe stepping in, the divine stepping in with something happening for you. There's something that wasn't in your best interest the way it was going, and the universe has removed that structure from your life. Could be, like I said, a mental model of the world you were operating from, a belief system that you had. It's possible that your belief system was that this person brought you all this happiness and we have this perfect Ten of Cups relationship that everyone wants, and that's what your belief system was. And then something happened to change that, and it changed your stability, affected your stability, transformed your stability here. And now you're trying to make a judgment about whether that's actually real or not, whether you do have the Ten of Cups with them or not, and whether you should resurrect this or not. And I think you're going back and forth about it, because we have the Four of Pentacles next, more Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. Followed immediately by the Ten of Swords, Gemini energy. So now we've seen the Eight of Swords, we've seen the Nine of Swords here repeatedly in this deck. We've got the Nine of Swords in the overall energy right under a decision needing to be made that's not being made. Now we've got the final Gemini minor arcana card out here in the Ten of Swords. This is a swift ending to something. Sometimes this is a painful ending. Sometimes this is an ending that you didn't see coming. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal. But no matter how you slice it, the Ten of Swords represents an ending to something. So we're internally conflicted here. Looks like you're going back and forth between wanting to hold on to this and not let go of it. And then, now this is over. I'm ending this. I think that might be the decision that you need to make and can't make. That could be what you're stuck in your head about. That could be what all this fear, worry, anxiety, and stress is that you're dealing with. That could be, very well be, the toxic energy that is surrounding you here in this reading so far. Just that feeling trapped by this decision that you can't make. Like you can't make up your mind on what it is that you actually want. But the final card to clarify the Ten of Cups in Judgment is the Queen of Swords, Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. Now, she's very smart, logical, analytical, rational, usually a very fair person, and she will let you speak your truth to her. The problem with her is she already knows the truth, so the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords had damn well better match the truth she already knows, or she will use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of you speaking the truth about something. It's also an energy of cutting off the things or the people that no longer serve you, that are no longer in your best interest. It's about severing something here. Now, I do see two queens in this column of cards, and then I have the Empress on the bottom representing all four queens. It's entirely possible that your person had more than one person that they were involved with, and that could have been the thing that transformed everything. This is entirely possible, though, that these are all just representing different elements of your personality or your energy here. Having some transformation to your stability, and then going back and forth in this internally conflicted state, trying to decide, do I hold on to this? Do I just make the decision to cut it off because it's dead and over with? Let me scoot this over and get a little bit more room here. That was your energy for November 2021, Pisces. Let's take a look at your person's energy, because in their energy, there's that Devil again, the Three of Coins, and the Eight of Wands. Now again, the Devil, we've already seen it ad nauseum here in the story on the bottom of the deck. It's popped up at least 3 or 4 different times. And now here it is as the very first card in your person's energy for November 2021. The first card in someone's energy is almost always the most important card in their energy. So this can be some toxic element to your person. It could be something that they feel trapped by. This can be such a heavy-duty attraction they feel to you that they can't escape it. This can represent a soul contract in this divine counterparts type of a connection. This can be an element of toxicity, an addiction, an obsession that they have. A feeling of being trapped. You can see on the card, the Fool is stuck in this cage, and there are chains that the Devil is holding connected to the cage. And again, with that whole like something that they don't want to look at aspect, a situation that's so emotional, so mentally and psychologically traumatizing that, and fearful about it, stressed about it, that they don't want to look at it. Again, that's another meaning of the Devil card. But you can see that the Fool isn't wanting to look at the situation. He's got his face buried. He's afraid to look at it. And that's actually keeping him trapped. The cage door is wide open. These chains are connected to the cage, not him. And that's the thing about the Devil energy. It only has the power over a person that they willingly give to it by being afraid to face it, by being afraid to look at it for what it is and deal with it. If the Fool would just like have the courage for a minute to look at what's actually going on, he'd realize the cage door is open and the chains aren't hooked to him. He could just get out and walk away, and the Devil actually has no power over him other than he's just not looking at it for what it is and he's being fearful. Tell me more about the Devil for Pisces person in November 2021, please. Why is this devil card here for Pisces person, please? Why is the devil here for Pisces person? Let's get two more on this devil card, please. This is very odd. No cards are coming out. It's almost like they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to look at it so bad. Tell me more about this devil, please. Why is the devil here? Thank you. There we go. They go from not wanting to speak at all about it to just vomiting everything out. Oh, these go backwards. Thank you. Okay, now that's seeming okay now. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Again, fastest moving knight in the deck. Rushing forward and speaking the truth about something. Rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action about something. Six of Swords right under that. This is Aquarius energy. This is about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters of the past behind and moving forward into calm, clear waters where your person's going to have more clarity, where they're actually moving forward towards something that they want. At its core, this card is about moving away from some mentally or psychologically painful situation, moving away from that and going forward toward what they want. But this child and the swords that are stuck in the boat represent that even though they are moving away from something painful and leaving it behind and going toward what they want, they're doing that carrying some lessons or some burdens from the past along the way with them. Now, we have seen that Nine of Swords a whole bunch of times. That is definitely a mentally and psychologically painful situation. It's mental anguish here. Devil energy, that's something toxic or that's an addiction or an obsession of some kind, something heavy that's weighing them down. That's definitely painful. And it looks like they are making some decision either to speak the truth about that devil energy and move forward without it, or they're making some rapid, decisive action about moving forward and leaving it behind. So that's looking pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 cards to clarify the devil. Normally I get 3. First one we have to clarify it is Justice, the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. I have a lot of Wands out here in these clarifiers. Wands represent passion, desire. Wands are also the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so they can mean, the male phallus and using that to be intimate. It can be like sexual energy. This person could have something toxic related to sexual energy, related to having so much passion and desire. It could be that, and they're finally willing to face it here. We have Justice as the first clarifier, the Libra Major Arcana card. I've seen quite a few Libra cards out here. This is the most powerful card of balance in the tarot deck. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. The sword in the center of this card is used to sever things that aren't in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. It looks like we had a death in this connection, or at least a massive transformation in it, related to some toxic energy, some possibly obsessions, possibly some sex addiction, something heavy and negative changed everything in this stability of the connection and in like the combining together of you two. There's some judgment made about that. Possibly trying to resurrect this connection and bring it back from the dead here after this toxicity changed it all. Your person is affected by this Gemini lover's energy too. They're viewing this as a powerful connection and wanting to take actions toward love and emotions with you. This looks like they're trying, like something unjust happened from their end and they're trying to fix that. They're trying to make things right, so that what's supposed to happen can actually happen and the right, fair, just thing happens. It looks like I've got 2 cards here about speaking the truth on something. Your person moving away from something painful and toward what they want. Notice again, though, the overall energy of the Two of Swords, a decision needing to be made. Both of these are Libra cards, and in both cards, they're blindfolded here. I'm still getting the impression that there was something that this person was not willing to look at, and now they are. Or at least it looks like they are, so far. The next card to clarify the Devil is the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive about something, but it's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's built this wall around himself because he's been hurt. He's trying not to get hurt anymore. He's trying to protect himself, hence the wall. He's trying to heal so he can get his energy right and take the final step in his journey. So it's possible that something unjust happened because of their toxicity, of some element of their shadow, something heavy surrounding them, and that has put a wall between the two of you. That could be what the transformation is. This could be them trying to wall themselves off from this devil energy so that they can heal and be able to move forward. Again, bottom of the deck, rapid forward movement on something, decisive action on something, fast as night in the deck. Next we have the Six of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card of recognition, as in your person recognizing something, either about this connection, recognizing something about you, recognizing something about themselves, possibly all of the above. And whatever it is that they're recognizing is allowing them to move forward in success and victory. I've got two sixes here, both of them about moving forward. Knight of Swords, about moving forward. So this is looking good. Knight of Cups, moving forward in this love connection. They could be recognizing about themselves the toxicity that they had, and that was not fair to you, and that caused pain for you and left you hurt and wounded, and now you're trying to heal. It could be that. It could be they recognizing that they caused the transformation. They could be recognizing that they now have a choice in the matter, that they don't have to be afraid to look at this anymore. They don't have to be afraid to face their devil. They could recognize that the cage door is open, that they don't have to live this way, and that they could just walk out and make everything right. They have something that they need to heal about themselves. They could be recognizing any or all of these things. They could also be recognizing the power in this connection here, and that this connection has so much gravity, so much pull, so much attraction to it that they can't escape it. They could be recognizing any or all of these things, and it's allowing them to move forward in success and victory and balance this back out, even though there is hurt involved here, wounding involved here, probably emotionally, and that there's a wall in the way. The final card, or excuse, not the final card, the next card to clarify the devil is the Ten of Wands, more Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that your person has been carrying. This devil energy has been a heavy burden to them. Knowing that they did something wrong to hurt you could be a heavy burden to them. Not being able to face what is really controlling them and being controlled by something that's not themselves is a heavy burden to them. Now this is also a 10, and in tarot 10s represent completions, endings to something. So this could be the completion of that heavy burden that they've been carrying. Them reaching the spot where they can finally lay this burden of this devil energy, that toxicity down, and move forward without it. The final card to clarify the devil is the Two of Wands, Aries energy. Twos are decisions. This is a fork in the road for your person. It's a crossroads in their life. It's a decision point for them. And it's a decision about which path leads them to the world that they really want, and which path do they need to leave behind to get there. Again, overall energy of the reading, a decision that's needing to be made. It just hasn't been made yet. And it's causing fear, worry, anxiety, and stress. And probably from your perspective, seeming like no progress has been happening. Even though it has been, it's just been really slow. I'm feeling like your person is at that fork in the road right now about, do I deal with this devil energy that I have? Do I deal with this toxic element of my shadow that possibly causes me to do unfair things and hurt people, do I lay that burden down? Do I choose to deal with it, face it for what it is, so I can move forward to what I actually want, which seems to be this maximum stability, abundance, and prosperity they had with you, resurrecting this love connection they have with you and moving forward in that. They're at that fork in the road in their life right now. The next card in your person's energy for November 2021 Pisces is the Three of Coins. More Capricorn energy. First two cards in your person's energy are both Capricorn energy. I saw the Devil several times on your side. I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, which are both Capricorn energies. You could be dealing with the Capricorn or someone who has Capricorn in their chart somewhere prominently. Again, you could be dealing with literally any sign. It's a general reading. I'm not tapping into your specific energy, so it might be different for you than the very next Pisces person that shows up to watch this. Could be dealing with any sign, but this is Capricorn energy. It's usually an energy of teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be working together to build in this card is this Ten of Pentacles, that maximum stability, abundance, and prosperity. It's working together as equals to create that with you. But notice on the normal standard Rider-Waite tarot deck, even in this particular deck I'm clarifying with, the Three of Pentacles usually has three people on it who are actually working together on something. This deck only has one person on it. So that tells me there has been a transformation here. There has been a breakup here. There has been a severing in this connection. You guys may not actually be together right now. They could be doing work on this Devil energy and trying to heal from that, trying to lay that burden down and make the right decisions, the fair, just decisions in their life to try and resurrect this love connection with you. They could be working on that all by themselves, trying to make that happen. So tell me more about this Three of Coins for Pisces person, please. Why is the Three of Coins here for Pisces person in November 2021, please? Let's get one more on this Three of Coins for Pisces person, please. Why is it here? Okay, we'll take two. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Fastest moving knight in the deck. We just saw that on the bottom of the deck when I clarified their first card, the Devil. Rushing forward, speaking the truth about something. Rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something. King of Wands right under that. This is either Sagittarius or Leo energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person who knows exactly what he wants. And he goes after what he wants with bold, passionate, fiery determination. He does not let obstacles get in his way. He doesn't let roadblocks get in his way. He doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't accept excuses. He will move mountains to get what he wants. And he almost always does get what he wants. Now, again, he is the pinnacle of the wand suit. And again, the wands can represent the male phallus, using it to be intimate, sexual energy. So even though this is a very driven and motivated and determined person, they are also very driven and motivated by their passions and their desires and their sexual energy. So I'm feeling like your person may have had a problem with that at some point, and now he's taking decisive action, facing the truth about that, and willing to do whatever it takes, even if he's got to work on this all by himself or all by herself. I shouldn't use, you can't really confuse this because there's a man on the card. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking about a man. This is masculine energy, and we all have masculine and feminine energy in us. So this doesn't necessarily represent a man any more than this Queen of Pentacles necessarily represents a woman. It's just feminine energy and masculine energy, and we all have both. But this person is driven and motivated and they're going to work on this by themselves. It looks like they're facing the truth of what's going on here. I'm thinking they may have had some player ways about them. This is the second fastest moving knight in the deck, the Knight of Wands. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something they have a lot of passion and desire for. It's also referred to as the player of the tarot deck. This can sometimes be a wishy-washy, in and out, back and forth type of an energy that rushes in all passionately and gets what they want, but they can't stay in one place for too terribly long. They have shifting loyalties, so they're prone to rush out just as passionately and go somewhere else to get what they want and then come back and forth. So this can be a player type of an energy, especially when it's got the King of Wands right here, someone who's sexually driven and motivated. I think your person might have had a problem with that type of behavior, and now they're facing the truth of it, and they're putting in work right now trying to build something of value with you, but it looks like they're doing it by themselves. To clarify that Three of Coins, we have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Death, and the King of Swords. This Four of Wands is Aries energy. Fours are about stability. So this is stability of the home life, stability of their family life, stability of the connection they have with you. This is usually a card of celebrations of the home, but it's got 1111 represented here with these four wands that are holding up this canopy. 1111 is the number of manifestation. It's about celebrating something that they want actually becoming manifested into the physical 3D reality. This has a lot to do with the stability of the connection and your person wanting to work on that, trying to fix it by themselves right now because they're not with you. And I think that's what they're trying to get to, is being back into this stability with you, trying to resurrect this love connection and being able to move forward in it. Another thing I think they're working on is this Ace of Wands. This can represent a passionate new beginning, a new beginning in passion and desire. So this could be trying to re-spark the passion, re-spark the connection with you. That could be what they're working on. Again, though, this is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. It can represent the male phallus and using it to be intimate. It can represent sex, sexual energy. It could be that your person is facing the truth about that aspect of themselves, and they're working on that. They're working on it by themselves, trying to get to being able to start over with you and get this stability back. Next, we have Death. Again, that's the mutual point of interest between the two of you for November 2021. Scorpio energy, something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. Again, like the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, the caterpillar aspect of itself dies. When it comes out of the cocoon, there is no more caterpillar. It's a butterfly instead. So this is a transformation process here. It's possible your person recognizes now and is working on and like facing the truth of the matter that following their wand around caused a massive transformation in this connection, caused it to actually die. And I'm hoping that they're trying to put the work in on having it born again in a new, more beautiful way now. Dealing with this, facing this devil energy, trying to balance that out, recognizing that, putting the burden of that down, and choosing the correct path that leads them to what they actually want, which is very clear that it's you that they actually want. The final card to clarify the Three of Pentacles is the King of Swords, Gemini energy. So we've seen all three Gemini minor arcana cards. I've got the Gemini major arcana card, and now I have the Gemini court card out here. So we have a lot of Gemini. Every one of the cards for Gemini is out here right now. This is a decision-making energy. This is someone who is very smart, very logical, rational, reasonable, very fair. It's someone, though, who is emotionally detached in his decision-making. In other words, he does not consult his emotions when he's making decisions. He doesn't care about the emotions. He doesn't give a shit about the story behind what's going on. He's only interested in what he can see right in front of him. He's interested in the truth and the facts of the matter. And he's going to use the truth and the facts of the matter to make the best, most logical, most rational, most fair decision available for everyone involved. We've got this Libra card of justice here. These cards are very similar. Justice is a little more powerful, but these are both very fair cards about looking at the truth and the facts of the matter. Your person either speaking the truth on something or being willing to move toward the truth here. I'm feeling like your person has recognized and they can see clearly now what they have done, how this devil energy has impacted everything, has changed this connection, possibly killed it. And they're trying to figure out how to bring it back to life, how to make this fair and right and make the best decision available for you and them. The final card in your person's energy for November 2021, Pisces, is the Eight of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This is the second fastest moving energy in the whole deck. We've seen this Knight of Swords, the fastest knight in the deck, a couple of times. This is even faster than that. I believe we even saw this in your energy toward the beginning of the reading. This is either rapid back and forth, passionate communication between the two of you, rapid forward movement, rapid forward progress that they're making on something they have a lot of passion and desire for. This can represent travel, but it can also represent that this is a whole lot coming at them at once, like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose. Devil energy that you've been ignoring and pretending like it isn't there and being afraid to deal with it. That can be a lot to stomach. It could be a lot to look at all at once. That could be causing a lot of anxiety and stress for them. So tell me, I'm hoping this is them making progress on this rapidly. Tell me more about this Eight of Wands for Pisces person, please. Why is the Eight of Wands here? This one's screaming at me, so I'm taking it. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Awesome. Nice. On the bottom of the deck, there's the King of Wands again, either Sagittarius or Leo energy. Bold, passionate, fiery, determined person who don't take no for an answer. He doesn't give up. He doesn't accept defeat. He doesn't accept obstacles and roadblocks get in his way. He'll move mountains to get what he wants. Knight of Swords, rushing forward, speaking the truth about it. Rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action to get what he wants. What he wants is the Ten of Cups. Pisces energy. This is the happy fairy tale ending. This is the happy fairy tale love connection. Most people's goal in love and emotions and relationships. We saw this on the bottom of the deck when I clarified your very first card. And here it is in the story on the bottom of the deck when I'm clarifying your person's last card. It's also one of the two cards as the last card in your energy. This resurrection of this Ten of Cups, this happy fairy tale ending. So that is what your person wants too. Yeah, right under that Ten of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, Cancer energy. This is a love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we are connected. I just got goosebumps really bad. Woo. But it's also a two, and in tarot, twos represent needing to make a choice. The overall energy is a decision needing to be made that's not being made. When I clarified the Devil, your person's first card, the final clarifier is the Two of Wands. A decision point about which path leads them to the world they want and which path do they need to leave behind to get there. The world they want is the path that leads to this Ten of Cups and this love connection with you. The lovers, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups. This is a powerful, powerful love connection between the two of you. And that's what your person has all the desire for. That's what they're not going to accept no as an answer on. They will move mountains. They're going to take decisive action to get that back with you. I think your person is making some pretty good forward progress on that. If they're not already communicating about that with you, it looks like they will be very soon. Now, I just said with this Two of Wands, which path leads them to the world they want and which path do they need to leave behind to get there. To clarify this Eight of Wands, we got the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Star. This Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. This is an energy of detachment, like emotional detachment or physical detachment, like physically walking away from something, leaving something behind. Which path do I need to leave behind? Well, the path they need to leave behind is this toxic energy here that's caused all the problems to begin with. And I think your person is making rapid forward progress on leaving that behind, on walking away from that. The person on this card is walking away from 8 cups because they're not happy with what they have. They're making the difficult but conscious decision to walk away from what they have, to go down a brand new path that leads them to their own emotional happiness and emotional fulfillment. There's that fork in the road. Which path do I go down here? They're walking away from 8 cups, going off in search of their 9th cup and their 10th cup, and that is you. So I feel like they're walking away from this toxicity and moving down the path that leads to you. And look, the card that we just clarified last is this Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. And I said in the standard deck and in this deck, it actually shows 3 people working together as equals. Teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great, to build this 10 of Pentacles that we all want. The combining together of 2 people, 2 families, all their assets and resources to build something stable and prosperous and abundant. It's most people's goal in the physical reality. But in this card, when I was explaining this card and their energy to you, they're not 3 people on the card. They're working by themselves. And now we're clarifying them making rapid progress on that, walking away from this devil energy, going down the path that leads them to their emotional happiness and fulfillment. And that leads them to this Three of Pentacles again, Capricorn energy. But this is the teamwork and the collaboration and the working together as equals with you to build this 10 of Pentacles here. There are 3 people on the card now. So there is actual teamwork that they're trying to move forward toward, probably trying to communicate about that. Next, we have the Six of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. Again, we already saw this. It's about moving away from some mentally or psychologically painful situation, leaving that in the past and moving away from it and moving forward toward what it is that they actually want. But doing that, they're carrying some burdens and some lessons from the past along the way with them. I think the burden that they're carrying and the lesson that they're carrying is that all that toxic energy was a burden. It caused a massive transformation. It caused a lot of pain, probably for you and them. It caused a big change in this connection, and the connection died, and they're wanting to move forward toward bringing it back to life and transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. I think they're leaving the problems behind and moving forward toward what they want, toward the type of life that they want, and toward this healing. This Star energy is the final clarifier for them. This is more Aquarius energy. This is a good way to end it, though. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of wish fulfillment. This is also card 17 of the Major Arcana, the card that comes immediately after card 16, which is the Tower. And we saw that twice. It's out here in your energy. Card 16, card 17. You don't ever make it to the Star energy without going through a Tower moment of some kind first. And when the Tower happens and everything comes crumbling down all around you, it tends to make it very difficult to see the path moving forward from there. This is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the path for them so that they can see their way moving forward from here. It's where their hope comes from. It's where their healing comes from. This is even like representative of divine guidance. In a love reading, this can signify that your person is viewing you as a gift to them from the universe. They're viewing you as the one for them. So this is them having the hope that this can all be healed and put back together. This transformation can take place in this connection. It can be resurrected, and then we can move forward toward this love connection with you, Pisces. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Pisces love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.